YouTube, what's good? It's A90 here. Back again with another video. And this is going to be my first ever film review on my channel. You guys know me, I'm a part of the Putnam crew. With my brother Austin, Mr. Casual, Elsie Bitch Tits, and Shane O'Mac. But this is going to be the first time I'm going to be doing this on my channel. And I have a Skype guest who's going to explain it all. Go right ahead.
Normally, I always begin every single video for the past 7 months with you. Something funny or something insightful or a funny quick one-liner. And usually I do my introduction. Not this time.
No.
Because we're going to review Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Now,
Yep.
I heard this movie was awful. A lot of people wish me the best of luck.
Including myself.
Including you. And I actually did a commentary throughout this movie. Almost to the very end. And, folks, is this movie as bad as they say it is? To be honest with you, it's not. You want to know why? Because it's so much fucking worse! It's so much worse than what it was jeopardized as. Kevin James and Adam Sandler, I want to give a big motherfucking fuck you to Happy Madison for making such horseshit like this. Seriously, anybody, I don't give a damn. It's their opinion. Let them have their opinion, Romy. No, bullshit. Anybody who thinks this movie is redeemable in the slightest, you should seriously give up a hope. No, if you have friends who like this movie, they're not your friends.
No.
No, instead, they are pieces of shit. They're the scum of the earth. Hell, they're equal as terrorism. That's right, I fucking said it. They're a terrorist, and they need to be executed by putting a cinder block around their goddamn ankles, go to the Golden Gate Bridge, and toss those sons of bitches off.
Sleep with the fishes.
And sleep with the fishes. Yeah, that was a joke using this fucking movie, because it will make the world a better place. Alexander the Great, lead the world.
Here's all YouTubers that you're on the call with me, Romy Boy, and myself, Alexander the Great. We are going to be talking about Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. So we start from the beginning.
Out of all the fucking sequels, all of them.
Yes, of all the sequels. Well, thankfully we're getting an Avatar sequel. Of all the sequels, Dread, Incredibles 2. John Wick's coming out. John Wick's coming out of here.
Well, not John Wick. No, instead we get it for Paul Blart. Now, the original Paul Blart was fucking dumb. Okay, it was basically
it was terrible.
It was Die Hard for retards. Guess what? This movie makes the first one look like Die Hard.
It does.
It makes 50 Shades of Grey look like Plague Misty for me, the Clint Eastwood movie. It makes The Boy Next Door look like Fatal Attraction. It makes The Wedding Ringer look like The Hangover.
It makes Black Hat look like War Games.
It makes Black Hat look like Edge of Tomorrow.
War Games.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good one.
Yeah, because they fit.
It makes Transformers 4 look like Edge of Tomorrow. I am dead fucking.
That is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, let's get right down to it.
Oh my god.
So, this is set after the events of the first film. Paul Blart gets divorced after 6 days.
Okay.
That right off the bat. Right off the bat. Should have been a red flag.
I was telling fucking Alexander this. Within the first 3 minutes, it tells Paul Blart that he got a divorce after 6 fucking days. And then he's like, well, at least I have my mother around. And she goes over, she picks up the newspaper and tries to read something that has some sort of stupid saying on there. And she's like, oh. And all of a sudden, a fucking milk truck kills her.
Yep. A milk truck.
And you see Paul Blart whining and complaining like a little bitch. And then, all of a sudden, some days later, you see his daughter, she opens up a letter, and Paul Blart, I'm just going to call him Fat Ass from now on. Fat Ass.
Yes.
Okay? Or no, Lard Ass. Okay, his name is
Lard
Lard
Ass.
Ass.
Okay.
So Lard Ass, you know, he opens up this letter, and there is a security guard convention at Las Vegas.
There's a security guard.
Wait. What?
In Las Vegas.
And his daughter opens up a letter that she got accepted to UCLA, one of the biggest known colleges.
Which is awesome. That's good for her. Good for her.
Yeah.
What'd she get in there for sucking dick? Probably.
Who? Adam Sandler's? Now.
No. She got a scholarship for doing a flag twirler.
Yeah, she was twirling something, all right, but it ain't a flag. Okay. And.
All right. So, so where are we at?
Yeah, there's a scene where Paul Blart, he rescues this little, this is at the beginning of the movie too, he rescues this little boy who's lost in this mall. He doesn't know where his mommy is, so he brings her back to his mom, and his mom's like, and this is where they hammer the fucking joke in your head so deep that you just begging to stop. He's like, give him a hug, no, give him a hug, no, give him a hug, no. And just like, shut the fuck up. If he doesn't want to give him a hug,
no.
He's like, give me a hug. And what does the little boy do? He just fucking slaps. He slaps the shit out of him.
Slaps the shit out of him.
This little boy.
You kind of random.
Is he fucking bipolar?
I'd slap him too.
Oh, slap him? I would have fucking
beat the shit out of him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Lord Ass, he's like, get down here now! Acting like a fucking doofus, like he has throughout this whole movie. And here comes his daughter, and he's like, I got a big surprise for you. He's like, I do too. He's like, here, you go first. And he's like,
no, you go first.
I got accepted to be the keynote speaker at the security officer. Oh, I love how they're like, we're an officer of the law. No, you're a fucking security guard.
He's a security guard. Let's be honest, folks. Come on.
And he's like, yeah, we're gonna go to Las Vegas. What was your big announcement? And
we have baked ziti for dinner.
Oh my god.
More fat ass jokes.
Fucking fat ass jokes. Take a shot of whatever your favorite liquor is every time they do a fat ass joke. Kevin James, you're no Chris Farley. You suck.
Yeah. So they go to Vegas. They go to the Wynn Hotel, which is a very nice hotel.
It's outstanding.
Very nice. I think my dad stayed there once. Last time he was in Vegas.
It's like a 5-star hotel-ish or something like that.
Yeah, it's Vegas. Every hotel's there is 5-star except for Excalibur. Let's be honest.
That or anywhere on the North Shore.
Big ass Nights Inn is basically what it is. So then Paul Blart meets the general manager, Davina Martinez.
Well, okay, folks, what the fucking Madison do? They always incorporate stupid characters! They always incorporate stupid characters, and every one of these fucking retard character friends that he has are retarded. I'm sorry, They're retarded. They're so dumb, they should be wearing a fucking helmet, rolling their turds in the little balls, and chasing after rubber objects. Jesus Christ!
It gets shot. He believes that she's making a pass at him. Really? A gorgeous girl like that making a pass at some guy like Paul Blart? Oh, God.
Okay. What happened is that Fat Ass tries to get hotels and something happens with their rooms, or so to speak, and they're talking to this fucking hotel clerk. He's like an offensive homosexual stereotype and a fucking doofus mixed together.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then they get introduced to this one, this big woman who acts like, I swear to God, she acts like if she was B.A. Baracus with the A-Team.
Like Karma. Awesome Kong.
It was awesome Kong, but nowhere near as awesome. They go, okay, we're going to call her Retarded Kong. So Retarded Kong She's like, nice to meet you. I heard what you did. I'm just like, what the fuck?
You are a man. Okay.
Yeah, I love it when, Paul Blart, everybody knows him because he was the John McClane of his mall. He's known throughout America. And we're going to lead to that afterwards. Yeah, and something happened to the room, so they go outside, and he's eating this fucking dinner, another fat joke,
yep.
with a vibrating fork.
Yes.
And
that's right.
If he puts too much food into his fat-ass mouth, or if he has too much food on the fork starts vibrating, and he won't let him eat as fast. Folks, I couldn't make up this stupid shit if I tried. That's coming off from me, from the one who thinks that Nikki Bella should French kiss me with her butt cheeks, okay? Alright, and yeah, a fucking vibrating fork!
To make people eat slower.
Yeah, Kevin James, you look like the fucking blueberry from Willy Wonka, except he's wearing a white t-shirt, or a Hawaiian shirt from Vice City.
Tommy Bahama called. He wants his shirt back.
Oh, Tommy Vercetti, yeah.
No, Tommy Bahama.
Who's Tommy Bahama?
It's a retail store by here that sells a bunch of...
Oh, I thought you meant Tommy Vercetti. I was like, that's
shirt.
from Vice
Well,
City.
him too, I guess.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, here comes this fucking smoking hot, drop-dead, good-looking chick, and she's played by, let me go back to Rotten Tomatoes.
Daniela Alonso?
Thank you. Oh, man, she is fine as hell. And she's trying to be generous. It's like, hey, we're sorry for the mix-up. Sorry for your room slipper here. I wanted to give you the keys personally. And then, Paul Blart is like this. He's just like, oh crap, he's acting like a retard, and he's making out as if, oh, you're not really a hotel clerk trying to give me keys. You're just trying to hit on me for my good looks. And you have the hots for me and everything. And he's trying to do this manipulative bullshit into thinking that she is, like, sexually turned on by him. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Nope.
Paul Blart, in this movie, I thought Johnny Depp and Mordecai was bad. Paul Blart
is worse.
He is the most obnoxious, annoying, most stupidest, asshole-ish, dumbass, fat-ass, retarded fucking character I think I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah.
I hate this motherfucker in this movie. This is manipulative garbage because it's trying to make you out to like him later on the film. I'm like,
pretty much.
Off. Yeah.
All right, so then the daughter becomes friends with the valet guy.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, and what does fucking Paul Blart do? Yeah, you want to talk about an asshole father? Yeah, I can understand having a relationship, because there's a bond between a father and a daughter bond. It's just hard to, it's just hard to break up. But no, he goes all of his way to equip her with like
mace,
every fucking weapon available to take down the army.
Mace,
pepper spray,
a
taser, a fucking trackable like radio that monitors every word she says. And
a nightstick.
A nice.
It's just one person. One person doesn't need all that.
In a 5-star hotel.
And yes, with a top-notch security team.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you ever been to fucking Vegas, dude, they have security up the ass.
Especially when you go in the casino.
You ever seen the movie The Casino, Martin Scorsese? They have guards everywhere looking after each other, and there's the eye in the sky looking everything. And yet he equips her with... she equipped her like if she was Stryker from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, man.
And yet, what does he do? He acts like this. He acts like Superman from Superman Returns, stalking his daughter in the most retarded fucking stupidest ways.
With the segue, right?
You know how they're just talking, and he's acting like he's the bell, you know, helping the bell guy, and he's like helping this woman with a wedding dress and stupid shit. I'm just like, what?
Why?
First of all, why is he... Okay, this is where the movie makes no sense. Why is he stalking her if he equips her with all the gadgets known to man to look out for her?
Right! Exactly! I don't understand that at all. It's logic thrown right out the window. Well, hey.
Not only is he an asshole character, he's fucking retarded!
Mm-hmm. And then the villain of the movie, a guy named
Neil McDonough.
M. Bison.
Dude, he plays a villain in every battle.
M. Bison.
M. Bison in the Legend.
In the Street Fighter movie, wasn't he?
Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li.
The Legend of... Oh, wow.
Oh my god. His name is Neil McDonough. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah, McDonough.
Yeah, McDonough. And also is Morris Chestnut. He plays one of two roles.
Morris Chestnut?
That's his name, Morris Chestnut.
Wow.
He plays either a cop or a villain in every fucking movie. In 2013, he was in 3 movies where he was a cop.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
And they're planning out their plan, and all of a sudden, they have a guy in the inside of the hotel.
Yeah, they're plotting to steal the valuable artwork from the hotel to sell them at an auction, and just do like the, what was it, the, copies of it. They make copies of it. The fake copies.
They're basically like the Nazis from the Monuments Man, except they have high-tech gear to make copies.
With those 3D printers and everything? I don't get it.
And all of a sudden, they say they have a guy who's working on the inside of the security team. And in comes Prince Albert from WWE.
Prince Albert?
Remember, that's what his name used to
Then he's in this movie?
Albert. Okay, no, he wasn't him, but he looked just like him. He had the bald head, that similar goatee, the glasses. Oh my god.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
Yeah, literally, his name in WWE was Prince Albert. If you don't know what a Prince Albert is, look it up. I ain't gonna go into
A-Train, ladies and gentlemen.
A-Train. The big, hairy, bald fucker.
Alright, so...
Yeah.
So the whole, convention. Can we talk about that, please? The whole convention. Where they got all these new high-tech stuff for the mall cops of security guards or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, the type of shit... Okay, no, this is where we get introduced to more retarded Happy Madison friends of his.
Bullshit.
The worst fucking character is that guy with the glasses, and he sounds like Joe Pesci with Down syndrome. Jesus Christ! Hey, how you doing? You know, fuck, shoot me. He was the worst goddamn character in the movie. And you have another guy. His running joke is he always fucking falls asleep.
Oh, that guy. Who was in wasn't he in the oh shoot. What was it? Longest Yard? Another Happy Madison movie, yeah. And I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, which was?
Oh my god, Dennis douchebag, Happy Madison Productions. Remember, before that, Kevin James's career was actually going well. He was in a movie called Hitch. He was in a couple other, funny shows. King of Queens, funny stand-up comedian.
Love that show.
He runs into the fucking Grim Reaper. And ever since he did the most homophobic movie of all time, his career fucking took a massive shit.
Bam. Right down the drain. Right down the freaking drain. So, they're at this convention. They got this new high-tech stuff. They got this, like, beanbag gun.
This fucking convention, I'm watching this, I'm like, this is shit that, like, SWAT tactical tactical operatives would use.
Yes.
Not fucking security guards.
For malls of all places.
And then they go to this one area where he has this M32 non-lethal grenade launcher that shoots heavy, high-velocity beanbag projectiles. And Paul Blort's like, hey, you were the hero of that mall. Maybe you should give it a shot. You know, because they're fucking retards. So he takes the gun.
I'll give this a shot. Bam, 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 bam. Misses every single one.
A fucking lard ass takes the gun and he's firing it. He's trying to hit targets.
Come on, it's not that hard.
With a grenade launcher, and he couldn't hit it. And he's like, oh, something's wrong. Oh, something's wrong with the laser. Oh, no, something's wrong with the aims. The aim sight's crooked.
The scope.
Seriously, this is worse than how WWE treats its fans like they're the lowest common denominator.
This is way worse. This is way worse. And then
comes Don Flamingo. Here comes Fandango, the head of security for the Wynn Hotel.
Oh my!
This motherfucker, he sounds like Wolverine if he had Tourette's. It's fucking Don Flamingo. And he's acting like all cool and everything, and you know, Lard ass is like, hey, you can tell, you know, which is ranked higher because of the color of their suits, even though he's wearing a fucking Hawaiian massive shirt, something that Gabriel Iglesias wear, except he makes it look cool.
Yeah, he makes it look cool because he's fluffy.
Yeah, he's fluffy, goddammit.
Damn it.
And you know what Lard ass is? Damn!
No, they got their new ones. Like, oh hell no!
Yeah, you know, how do you know that? If you're gonna come in the elevator, you're so big. Oh hell no!
Oh hell no!
So yeah, he tries to shoot these things, and you know, fucking Don Flamingo.
Bam, 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 bam. Hits it all in one shot.
He takes it up and he fires all 5 shots, and
gets them all.
And he just walks away and
without looking.
Looking. And how does Lard ass finish this scene? He's like this. Well, let's go get some yogurt. Another fucking fat joke.
Moving on, let's talk about another scene that was pointless. The daughter is at the hotel. He gets so freaked out. How does he not have a tracking device?
Okay, folks, he gives her one, and it records every fucking thing she says. And what does he do? She's not in the hotel room, so he picks up the main phone and calls security. The head of security. What? This stupid fat cocksucker! I swear to God! Talk about shooting myself in the head. I want him to shoot himself in the head. It'll make the movie so much better. Yeah. So he calls
security.
Security, even though he has like every fucking gadget on her known to man. And security comes up, and they're just looking at him like, you fucking retard, dude. What is wrong with you? And they finally, and all of a sudden, they're like, hey, you can't make a claim unless it's 24 hours. And it's in a 5-star Wynn hotel where the security is up the ass. And all of a sudden, he gets a phone call while the head of security guards are there, and he's like, hello? He's like, hey, I'm just here with him. He's like, oh, okay. And the guys just look at him like, you fucking dumb fat son. And they just leave. And then Don Flamingo gets all pissed off, and then, and then all of a sudden he's just like, you know what, where could you been? I mean, you could have flooded the hotel because you still have water in the bathtub, and you still lit a candle. You could have lit the whole place on fire. I'm just like,
you see how big that hotel is?
And then he finds something. He finds something in her purse, and it was barely showing. It was her
acceptance letter.
It's acceptance letter for her to go to UCLA, and this is where Lard ass becomes the biggest motherfucker I think I've ever seen in a movie.
Yep.
He is selfish despicable cocksucker.
Exactly. If that were my daughter, I would be so happy.
You know, I would have been upset only if she didn't tell me that earlier, because I would have been so happy.
No, I would have been so happy, period. She got into a good school like that?
Well, no, I mean, like, I wish she would have told me earlier on.
Only if it's a scholarship. You know.
I mean, well, then again, obviously she wasn't, how big she was in that movie. She wasn't twirling flash. She was twirling fucking Twinkies.
Wow. So, yeah. They come down. They have dinner. They talk about the whole UCLA thing. They get all argument and some pointless argument. She goes storming off. She's going to UCLA. He doesn't give a shit.
He's like, yo, you're going to community college because I want you near me. You are a selfish prick. And then he starts hitting the goddamn desk, screaming out loud at her, making her cry and run off. I'm just like, seriously, fuck you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I would have been John Moxley from the old days and grabbed that fork and stabbed the fuck out of him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Christ, dude. And then she runs up and then, you know, lard ass. He comes running up trying to find her, and then he runs into the other guy who was the security guard, you know, head of
the guy who was making the keynote speech.
The
right?
guy who was making the keynote. No. It was a guy who was like in charge of the convention, I believe. And he has his wife with him, and then
oh, that guy. Oh, yeah.
they ran this joke into our heads like, yeah. Hold on, let me scroll down. It was this like, hold on, I'm trying to find it because, like I said, I have a lot of shit typed on here.
Well, I know.
You would know because
You did the whole commentary thing with me.
where is it? I'm trying to find it. Oh, well, anyway, they're like, oh, we're so depressed and alone because our daughter went to college, and they're all kissing each other, trying to make up, because, yeah, even though Paul Blart is, like, right there, and this goes on forever.
Mm-hmm. Forever.
I'm just like, fucking shoot me, dude. Yeah, and then, oh, God.
So then, I think that one of those three guys was supposed to give the keynote speech.
Oh, it was the four-eyed Joe Pesci Down syndrome doofus. Okay, which here's a scene where he's bothering this fine brunette woman who's acting like she would act in a Happy Madison movie with a stupid mannerism bullshit, and he's fucking drunk off his ass. And I was like, here comes Lauren ass to address the situation, saying, hey, he's only. And this movie is so fucking stupid with its psychology.
Yep.
He literally convinces the brunette hot chick to say that she was overreacting to a guy who was literally harassing her because he was drunk his ass.
Yeah.
I couldn't make that shit up. And guess what? Oh, he was drunk. He's an officer. He's just trying to keep you protected. And I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. And he's like, he's not drunk. And what does he do? He fucking timbers back like a goddamn tree. And he was the one giving the keynote speech. And now Lard ass is giving the keynote speech. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Logic thrown out the window. Yeah, Lard ass, the man who was the big hero in the first movie, who's known throughout the country, isn't giving the keynote speech. But now he is because the other guy was drunk.
6 years ago. 6 years ago.
Oh, God. Oh, God. So now, you know...
Now that he gets in the zone, he does his whole, like, preparing for stuff. He's going outside to talk to his daughter.
Wait. Hold that thought, please. Because before that, there was a scene where that fine hotel manager clerk comes up to deliver him his clothes. And what does he do? He's like, oh, I get what this is. You only come up to just see me because I know that you're attracted to me. And he's still doing this stupid shit. Even she's like, dude, I don't find you attractive. Okay, I'm with somebody. She's pretty much telling him, fuck off. And Kevin James is like, yeah. And he's acting like a douchebag. He's like, you know, I can tell you're into me because your upper lip is sweating. And he just shuts the door.
So... Wait, hold on. Here we go. We're going to unleash on Rango at this part. As Paul Blart prepares for his speech, He decides to go outside to get some fresh air. And what do we see come out?
Okay, he goes out to this beautiful hotel. He goes to this one area, right? And all of a sudden, this fucking, guy in a tuxedo with a bow tie untied, he's playing on this luxurious, expensive white piano, playing soothing music. And Kevin James is like, hey, how you doing? I was like, okay, that fucking came out of nowhere. He's sitting there, just trying to calm down, release the stress. And then all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, a peacock shows up. A fucking peacock. He shows up and he's just like, God. He's like, oh, get out of here, he's trying to tell
Get out of here! Go on, get out of here!
Yeah, I'm sorry, someone did that already. It was kind of funny. It was Joe Pesci when he was smacking them pigeons with that newspaper. Okay? No, and then all of a sudden, the peacock and Kevin James get into this. Remember, this is literally out of nowhere. They get into this fucking fight. Literally like a fight, and the peacock shows it in first-person view of what the peacock is doing to Kevin James, beating the shit out of him. There's a scene where the peacock literally flies up and does a drop kick like Dolph Ziggler to Lardas, and Lardas goes fumbling back like a cannonball, another fat-ass joke. And, this goes on forever, and then and the guy playing the soothing piano music, acting like everything is okay, even though he's watching a fucking 400-pound fat cocksucking security guard and a peacock and a 5-star hotel beating the shit out of each other. And then Kevin James gets the upper advantage by grabbing the peacock and beating the shit, throwing like a fucking King Hippo punch to his face. And then the peacock runs away, and he looks at the piano man. He's like, yeah, thanks for the help. And the piano man's like, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck did I just watch?
I am not joking, you guys. That is probably one of the worst scenes I've ever seen in film history. Period. It ranks up there. Was stupidest scenes.
You know what the nostalgia critical was saying? A big lip alligator moment.
The big lip alligator moment.
You're the guy who won.
Either that or this has been another pointless moment.
Oh, fuck. And I was telling you over the thing, I was like, dude, just fucking shoot me. Just shoot me. And I wasn't even halfway done with the movie.
Oh.
Holy God. This is where I needed a break, a long break.
Speaking of breaks, let's take one right now. So he then goes up to give the speech. While the main villain and his main henchmen are going after pulling off the heist and everything.
Yeah, I love it how he's known throughout the country as this hero that when he's about to give the speech, he gets, like, no applause.
Yeah, he gets, like, crickets! Crickets for a freaking guy in a...
Oh, my God.
Blah, blah.
And his speech, he gets up there and he delivers his speech. It was like it was so fucking dumb. He begins it with a joke.
Oh, wait! No. The girl, his daughter, gets invited to a party by the valet boys. He gets invited to a party at one of the presidential suites or something. And as the whole cohorts are pulling out this heist, she gets lost because she's a dumbass. And
oh, and guess what? She got kidnapped by the villains. Oh, we never saw that coming.
And the guy comes looking for her, and he gets kidnapped too. Paul gives this speech, and everyone's crying, and all this. Everyone's moved.
Okay.
Including the hot girl who's now attracted to him.
We gotta talk a lot about this speech, okay? First of all, he's delivering this speech, and then, all of a sudden everyone is sort of feeling emotional by it, even though it's like the stupidest fucking thing known to man. And who shows up? The hot hotel manager who Paul Blart says, oh, you're just hot to hot me. And she ends up starting to fall for him. Only in a Happy Madison film can a fucking dumb bitch tits retard like him can get the hot chick in every fucking movie. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna scroll down to where this fucking stupid shit is.
Where are you at?
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the fucking hotel manager. She begins. Her boyfriend's right next to fucking Wolverine, retarded. Don Flamingo, Fandango. He's trying to talk to her, and she's like, "Shh, I want to hear this speech." I'm just like, stand the fucking guy. Now you're falling for this fat, stupid fucking walrus. All right. And man, her gestures and her mannerisms during this long-ass stupid speech was so stupid.
Yeah.
And during this speech, his daughter,
is trying to call him.
He's trying to call, yeah. He loves his daughter so much, overprotected. And what does he do? He just shuts off his fucking phone like it's nothing. I'm just like, oh yeah, you do love your daughter, all right, you fucking asshole. During this garbage speech. And then he says, one of the dumbest things I think I've ever heard in my life. I had to rewind it like 3 times because I couldn't believe what the fuck I said.
No, you didn't.
Even you're like, wait, what?
No, you rewound it.
Because I couldn't believe what he said. Okay, this is what he says. Why am I a security cop? Because you meet different people every other day. Like this person and this person. And then comes the old woman who's trying to look for her car in parking lot F. Except the problem is she doesn't have a car and there is no parking lot F.
It goes all the way to D.
It only goes to D. Let me repeat that. This fucking dumb hippo says, then there's the old woman who's trying to look for her car in parking lot F. Except she doesn't have a car and there is no parking lot F because it only goes to D.
3 strikes. Right there.
That's like me saying, I even said this to you, that's like me saying, man, I'm hungry. I'm going to go and buy me a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and I'm about to eat it. The only problem is it doesn't have no bacon, no cheese, and no egg in it.
Just eat some bread, goddammit.
Oh, God, this fucking movie, it put me in a vegetative state, and my ass was bleeding from the ass raping this movie gave me. Now you use a welder's torch to sew that fucker back up. My ass is still hurt.
Good God.
Shit. Okay. And then what he says, like, why do I do this? Do this because of the little boy who cannot find his mother. And everyone starts crying, and all of a sudden the guy, one of the retards, is falling asleep because that's his fucking gimmick joke throughout the movie.
God damn it.
And then, after his speech, he gets a fucking standing ovation. Like, these people just got done watching The Dark Knight for the very first time. And they play the theme to Cops!
Bad boys, what you gonna do when they come for you? They play that stinking song at a security guard convention. Not a cop convention, a security guard convention. Let's be honest. They're not good enough to be cops.
Oh my God. Yeah, they're not good enough to be cops yet. They have fucking, they're displaying such high-tech gear that SWAT operatives would be using right now.
Or security guards.
Security.
Jesus Christ.
So he leaves the building. He finally realizes his daughter's calling him because she's pleading for her life. He's like, hey, please help me. There's terrorists coming after me. And Paul Blart like passing off like, oh, you're just over-exaggerating. And she's literally screaming for her life in this bathroom. I'm like, you are a fucking asshole. He is. This fucking walrus is an asshole. And then all of a sudden, he hears the door breaking down, and he realizes,
oh shit, something's going down.
He's like, hit him with this pepper spray. And what does she do? She accidentally gets out her nail polish and drops it.
Nail polish.
Yeah, and then, I'm gonna call this guy M. Bison because Neil McDonough. That's what he. Yeah. So M. Bison. So M. Bison, he's like, "Who is this?" You know, he picks up the phone and Paul Blart's like talking to him, and you know, and then Paul Blart, you know, he heard him say something that he didn't agree with. He's like, "Wait, that's not fair. I already told you my name." And how does this scene end? You know, Paul Blart's running down. Excuse me, Lardass. Lardass is.
Oh my God! I forgot all about this.
Lardass is running down the fucking like hall, the luxurious hallway, you know, tile floor and everything, and he's like, you know, wait till I get my hands on you because if I do, I'm going to. And then all of a sudden, he fucking just faints, falls head first into the ground, sliding like he's on a fucking slip and slide.
That's another fat joke.
Yeah, no, and then he passes out sleeping. I'm like, that was out of fucking nowhere. And then, yeah, another fat joke. And even M. Bison was like,
hello.
Oh,
hello.
Oh, that was awkward. No shit, Sherlock. So then they capture him and you know, the boy next door who's got the crush on this little fat son.
I don't know why.
And then it gets explained why he passes out sleeping. This is why I had to take my second break. It's because he has exhilarating low blood sugar. I'm sorry, you are fucking stupid. Where's my... I should know, okay? Because I had to do that shit, alright? Now, he passes out sleeping. That's not how that works. That's not how it works. And all of a sudden, he wakes up and he needed sugar to get his blood sugar raised up a little bit. And he's like, you know, he's on the fucking ground like a goddamn. He looks like a fucking
Jabba the Hutt in a suit.
He looks like a humpback whale that got stranded on the beach. He's like, you know, he's fucking. And all of a sudden, he sees his dad holding this little girl, you know, baby girl, who's got a strawberry ice cream cone, and is dripping, you know, ice cream on the ground. So what does he do? He fucking moves like a goddamn walrus, scooching over to the guy's feet, and he lays like this. And here comes the drops, you know, the strawberry ice cream drops, and it's like, he's like, you know, he looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger Total Recall when he's getting that thing stuck to his head. He's like, except he was in pain. He's just like, and just after like a few drops,
like 2 or 3, 4 drops,
he gets up and Usain Bolts the fuck out of there. That's not how it works. Is this movie trying to think we're the biggest fucking retards?
Nope. Yep. That's pretty much it. Pretty much.
And he gets up and walks. No. If your blood sugar is low, you can feel it, and you need to take a break. And you gotta, you know, get something to bite to eat, and you know, just for a little bit. And then it takes like maybe I don't know, 5-10 minutes or so to get rejuvenated. It doesn't work in a split second.
No.
Holy fuck, dude! And then the next scene, we see that his daughter and the bellboy. We're gonna call him bellboy because you know that's what he is. The bellboy. We was talking about bipolar.
Bellboy D-bag.
Yeah, bellboy D-bag. There we go. That's good. You get all credit for that.
Bellboy D-bag.
Bellboy douchebag. You know, and they're like, okay, she's like, I'm nervous. We're trapped. What are we gonna do? I don't know. We gotta get out of here somehow. And all of a sudden, he sees he's holding a bag. She's like, what do you got there? What is that? Is that a bag? And he's like, oh, it was a gift for you. And it was the Wind Hotel. It was like the Wind Hotel in a snow globe.
A snow globe.
Here, it was this. It was either this or sunblock. And then the scene ends.
All right, so what really boggles my mind about that scene, they come back to it, and it's like, oh, let's not just throw the snow globe at the window and escape. Let's take the copper wires from the snow globe and try to unlock the door.
First of all, these are some of the dumbest fucking people I've ever met in my life. They're in a hotel, they're locked in, and yet one wall is nothing but big windows and 2 doors you can break the fucking windows open with. And instead, what do? She breaks the snow globe, uses the copper wire, and does like some Sam Fisher
MacGyver, MacGruber bullshit.
Sam Fisher Splinter Cell unlock mechanical door, and she unlocks it like that. Oh my god! I was sitting there, throw a fucking chair through the window!
Yep. Pretty much. So.
Oh yeah, and then, hold on a minute. Oh, okay, here's even better. So Paul Blart, he gets up after his blood sugar scene, and he talks to that fucking homosexual, stereotypical dweeb, and he's like, oh wait, I'm kind of lost. Oh yeah, he's like, are you going to what, turn down service? Oh no, thank you. Okay, I was like, who the fuck acts like that? And then, here's a scene where he's trying to steal a motorized scooter, and how does he do it? He steals a motorized scooter, one of the scooters.
Segway.
A Segway, sorry. He steals a Segway with a paper clip and a rubber band.
And a piece of string.
And a piece of string, and there's a sequence where he's like this, he's carefully opening up something.
With the Mission Impossible thing going on.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing? And you know what it was? He was carefully opening up a Hershey Kiss so he can open up the wrapper, and this goes on for like 30 seconds. And so he can eat the Hershey Kiss as a whole, he doesn't break it. Folks, this movie just gets worse.
Way worse. Way worse. So, the girl and lobby boy D-bag overhear one of their thugs offer Vincent a oatmeal raisin cookie, but he rejects it because he's violently allergic to oatmeal raisin cookies. We'll come back to that in a little bit.
This fucking scene.
So after taking out one goon from the Van Gogh, carrying a Van Gogh painting, Paul Blart contacts
Myrtle
and Bison and tells him that he'll trade.
No, you're skipping way too far. The scene where he wants this guy named Myrtle, rhymes with turtle,
Oh yeah, that.
Cray, and he looks like a walking tumor. And there's a sequence where he's eating lunch, and he peels off this fucking banana that looks like a turd.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like this, and he's like smacking and slopping all over. I'm like, dude, who the fuck wrote this bullshit? And guess who wrote it? Kevin James is one of the co-writers.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah, and he's doing this, and all of a sudden, here comes one of the security guards, and what does Kevin James do to get away from him? He performs these fucking breakdancing moves on this Segway, like, and the guy has a fucking gun ready to shoot him, and yet he knocks him on his ass. He evades a guard with a gun by using breakdancing moves on a Segway.
Yep, not making this up, folks. You're not making this up.
And then, this scene. So he sees Prince Albert coming after him. And,
yes.
Okay, he sees Prince Albert, and this is, okay, first of all, I don't think I've ever seen this in my entire fucking life. He's like, first of all, he sees this massive briefcase that says bulletproof on it. No, he sees it, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of another thing. He sees this briefcase, it's like a massive briefcase for him to fit his fat, massive, humongous walrus ass into this thing. And it's on top of these long stairs, okay? And then here comes Prince Albert. He's shooting the fuck out of it, you know, but he's protected by this bulletproof, you know, briefcase. And and Paul Blart starts scooting back and forth, and it starts tumbling down like a fucking boulder from Looney Tunes. It hits Prince Albert in the head. That just projects him like out of the fucking window into a swimming pool. I'm like, how does this fat motherfucker fit in that suitcase that allows him to be slingshotted off of a dude's bald head from a row of stairs? He's like, well, he's sleeping with the fishes. And then Paul Blart, you know, he escapes, which pissed me off because if he died there, I would have cheered. But
yes.
You know, and then and then he gets up to the stairs, and then another cop tells him, hey, hold still, you know. And Paul Blart's like, you know what? I'd rather air, because he's like soaking wet from the pool. I'd rather air dry because you're not who you say you are. I'm like, what? And okay, this Paul Blart is so fucking dumb. He's such an obnoxious, retarded asshole nut job. Yet he's able to determine that the cop who stopped him in this hotel is a phony because of his outfit contains brass materials on his uniform that was outdated 18 years ago. I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
And then he's trying like this. He's like, well, yeah. And he's trying to deliver 3 fucking headbutts to him. Every one of them missed. Fat joke. You know? And then all of a sudden, here comes real hotel security. And, you know, he pulls out this fucking gun, the phony. He's a big, fat phony. Yeah, I want to call him the phony. You know, he's about to shoot him, and all of a sudden, lard ass, he takes off running. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the real guard's like, hey, what's going on? And the phony goes, sorry, this guy is drunk. And he's going like this. Like he's literally hiding something behind his back. He's hiding a fucking gun. And he's like, oh, this guy was drunk. And then the real security guy's like, then why did you let him run off? And he goes, oh, then I'll make sure I'll get him back to his room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And they didn't notice something, and then, oh, yeah, Kevin James, he does his greatest President George Bush impersonation, because he goes, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on me. Oh, wait, that's not correct. That's what he says in the fucking movie.
Yep, he does.
So he's trying to, okay, oh my god, this is the other part where I had to take a fucking break. So, he's trying to outrun Mr. Phony, and instead they run into a back of a humongous Broadway musical play.
Oh, no, it's Vegas show.
Or a Vegas show, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Where the hell are we, Drew?
Yeah, well, we're in Vegas, but I don't know.
Broadway in Vegas? I don't know.
I'm sorry, folks, this movie's making me stupid, just me talking about it. And what does he do to try to get him? Okay, he puts on angel wings on him, and then he acts like he's part of this fucking Vegas show, you know, dancing around like a fucking numbnuts. And people
with angel wings.
With angel wings, you know, trying to get away from Mr. Phony, who's trying to shoot him. And he's accidentally knocking people over in the water, fat joke, you know, because they're using him as a wrecking ball. And he's on this hook, and he's knocking people over into the water. And when it was over, everyone in the fucking crowd got up and cheered.
Another standing ovation.
Greatest, and oh yeah, the sleeping guard was there. You know, another running stupid joke. Everyone is cheering like they just got done watching Cats on Broadway.
Cats, oh my god.
And then he's just like, yeah, and he runs, you know, trying to run away, and he falls in the fucking water. Another fat, you know, prank fall joke. Then he gets up and he falls again. I'm just like, this is why I took my another break.
Yep.
So I return back, And now they're in some type of backstage studio where there's a lot of props everywhere. And this dumbass becomes fucking MacGyver. What does he do? He takes his vibrating fork. Okay,
oh yeah, the fork that vibrates.
Vibrating fork. He makes a bow and arrow by hooking it up to this taser. And he finds a bow and arrow. And
He finds a bow.
A bow and... Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry.
And the arrow is the fork.
The arrow is the fork locked with the taser to make the vibrating fork a taser. And then he gets up, he's about to shoot him, and he goes, looks like we have come to a fork in the road. And then he shoots him with the...
The one-liners, man, I'm telling you. Oh, man.
He shoots him with this fucking vibrating fork taser. You know, it stuns him, and then, you know, to dry him off, he goes to this humongous fan, you know, and he turns it on, and he's like, you know, blowing him, you know, and then he just tumbles back like a fucking ball. Another fat joke!
I think I lost count. I think that's... I don't care, I lost count.
And I told you, and this is what I said to you, I was like, dude, I'm spent. I can't do this anymore. I have 27 minutes left. Like, dude, you have to finish
You
it.
do it? Do it. You can do this.
Okay, and then he figures out what the villains are up to, because he's going down this hallway, and yeah, the way to evade him is to turn around and avoid eye contact with him, even though you are a fat fucking walrus security cop guard with a white shirt on. And he was able, okay, and he stole the guy's walkie-talkie. The guy he shot him with the taser vibrating fork. I can't believe I'm fucking saying this.
Yep.
And he fools the main terrorist about where the paintings are located by doing an awful impersonation of him. These motherfuckers in this movie aren't even trying.
Nope.
They're not trying. Okay? Let me just tilt this a little bit. They're not fucking trying. And then he's going after, okay, and this is where fucking Prince Albert comes after him again. Yeah, and he was trying to fool him by camouflaging himself into a palm leaf.
Palm leaf.
Yeah. And, he saw what's gonna happen, and what does he do? He turns around, and he runs into a fucking glass window he didn't see, and he just flops backwards again.
They used that joke in the first one.
And this is what I was
They
telling you.
reuse jokes, folks.
This is what I was telling you. It's like, dude, I can't do this. I can't do this. He's like, come on, man. I believe in you. And that was the only time I laughed throughout this whole nightmare.
I believe.
Okay. Okay, and I even told you it made me laugh. Okay, so fucking Prince Albert is chasing after him, and how does he get rid of this asshole? He goes into this room where the fucking remember the peacock?
Oh yeah.
So what does he do? He hides his fat ass behind the door. You know, the guard runs in and just flips right behind him like he's Sam Fisher, and he locks the door. He takes his walkie-talkie, and Prince Albert's trying to shoot the peacock, and the peacock beats the shit out of him. And the way he figured out more information is that he does a horrible impersonation of Prince Albert.
Yeah, I know. I need one too.
I'm about to lose my fucking mind. And I even told you, why the hell is a peacock in a 5-star hotel?
I don't know. Wait, actually, no. No, never mind.
No,
I don't
that
know.
would be the Mirage.
Yeah, the white tigers.
All the animals. I swear to God, these are some of the worst fucking villains, the dumbest villains I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
I'm dead serious. There's another scene where he goes into an elevator and he sees a bunch of midgets impersonating Kiss. The
Mini
band
Kiss. Mini Kiss. Midget Kiss members.
He's like, hey, I like your hair. Oh, boy, thank you. It's stupid.
Did you guys do Beth? Did you guys do Beth? No, we don't do Beth. I told you we should have done Beth.
Oh my God. And then, oh yeah, this is the scene where we talked about where she breaks the fucking globe and she uses the wires to unlock the door, even though they could have broken the windows.
With the damn globe itself.
Okay.
But I can understand because they're in the same room. They're in the next room.
Still.
Even then, it's dumb.
Okay. I'm sorry, dude. I'm worn out. I'm worn out. It turned me into a fucking vegetable. It really did.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so after that scene, fucking lard ass, he sees his device at a store. He steals it. And this is what he says. Room 3402, charge it, please. And he just takes off. What?
Yep.
You try to steal something at a casino, they will open your fucking exit door with your head. And he steals something, and what does he steal? He steals a mini drone helicopter that he's never flown for the very first time.
Oh, God.
He flies it like... And he flies it like he knows how to do it. And throughout this whole fucking movie, I was saying to myself, Paul Blart, you dumb shit. Like, why don't you use the gadgets that were at this convention?
Right.
Bullshit convention. And immediately, right after I said that, that's where he goes. He grabs that M32 beanbag grenade launcher, and there was something behind this curtain that's gonna revolutionize security forever. And it's a Segway.
With lights.
It was RoboCop Segway.
With lights.
With lights. Alright.
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, he has a super advanced Segway. Something that the Dark Knight looked like would have. Okay?
Pretty much.
Oh, first of all, I got I'm losing it.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I mean, Jesus Christ. So where are we at?
Okay, so now...
I'll take over.
Okay. So this is where Lord Ass becomes Rambo. Because at this convention, he couldn't hit a target 15 feet while standing still. Yet, he's driving on this goddamn
Segway. Super Segway.
One hand, super Segway, with an M32 beanbag grenade launcher, and he's hitting fucking targets left and right while he's driving it. And yet these fucking these villains have silenced pistols, expert trained professionals can't hit this fat motherfucker wearing a white shirt.
My God.
And I even asked you during this, I was like, dude, can you donate some brain particles or some chromosomes? Because I'm
I will, happily.
I'm literally going fucking retarded, and that's not saying a lot coming from me. Okay? Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
And he's literally taking these guys out left and right as if he was John Wick!
John Wick.
Yes! Oh my God. Dude, I swear to God, I wish Keanu Reeves came up and just slapped the shit out of fucking Kevin James and say, that's not how it's done, you dumb bitch. And I even said this to you, I was like, dude, treat me like old Yeller. Just put me out of my misery, please.
Yeah.
And then he gets up to this, one guy who had, the most valuable painting okay? And he's running away from Lard Ass. So what does Lard Ass do? He's speeding up, and you know he turns around, he's on his feet, and he's shooting with a silenced pistol. And he can't fucking hit this Lard Ass, and Lard Ass jumps off and does like 3 somersaults on the ground while the super Segway hits this guy in the ass, and he goes flying. And then he takes out the M32 grenade launcher again, and he's gonna. And he's like, enjoy the ride. You know, he's using these stupid fucking puns.
One-liners.
Yeah, and he fires
up
it,
the
and
ass.
all of a sudden these marbles come flying out of this gun of his. And this is a scene where, and my buddy James predicted, like, let me guess, they're gonna have a scene with a taser, and he's gonna tase a guy over and over and over.
Yes!
It happened!
Yes!
He tases this motherfucker over and over and over and over while he's talking to M. Bison, okay? Because he says, I have something valuable of yours. And he's like, yeah, well, I have something valuable for you, of yours too. And this is where they come in this long hallway where they're going to make the trade, okay?
Yep, the painting for the daughter.
Yeah, and he's like, well, I have a backup plan. And he brings in all his fucking retarded security guards, and you know what? That guy was about to fall asleep. He's wearing this cape or something, and they were like, "Hey, why is he wearing a cape?" And they were like, "I just got out of the barber shop." Aaron Sorkin, a phenomenal writer. I swear to God, I hope he kicks the shit out of Kevin James. I really do. And there's the scene where he's like, well, it's like they're breaking the fourth wall. They're like, oh, hey, maybe you can't see you because you're behind me. You got a spare part.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I have about 15 minutes left of the movie. Oh my God. And this is where I stopped writing. To you.
Yep. Because you were in a vegetative state.
I went into a bit. I was like this. I was just like.
What were your fingers like again? What were your hands like again?
My fingers were like this. They looked like Ninja Turtle hands. Okay? I swear to God, it looked like I was double jointed. Seriously, because I could not type. I couldn't even move. It was like they put me under anesthesia, and I was alive throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then they had this fucking fight scene. Oh my God. Okay, give me a second here.
Alright, so they have this fight scene. It's the girl against the girl, the guys against the guy, pretty much. This stupid slow-mo. Oh my gosh.
And Paul Blart, what's he doing? He's stumbling over the fucking floor like he always does. Another fat joke.
Yep, they square off against all the henchmen. After he M. Bison takes away the daughter to the helipad to get away.
There was a sequence, I swear, this is why I take another break, where M. Bison and Lard Ass were literally screaming like retards at each other, saying the stupidest shit of why I'm more crazier than you are.
Yep.
And this goes on forever.
Like 3 minutes at least.
Holy shit. And this fucking fight scene is like so retarded.
Mm-hmm.
And
pretty much.
All of a sudden, you know, he takes off in a helicopter. So
they get on the helipad. The security guards
here comes Don Flamingo.
go up there. Don Flamingo's up there. He goes to the rooftop, and he's up there. Yeah, Don Flamingo's up there.
Yeah, and then also here comes Joe Pesci, Down syndrome, four-eyed fucker, with a harpoon gun out of nowhere.
And zip line.
And fat ass, he zips line, and he sticks in the middle because there was a knot in it. Was it one hotel to another? Yeah.
From one hotel to another, a zip line.
And he zips line, and you know, he does like a perfect somersault, and he's trying to stop the bad guys. You know, you gotta stop the bad guys, and all of a sudden, M. Bison has him cornered with he takes out Morris Chestnut with this fucking goo gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it plasters his hand up against the wall. And then all of a sudden, Paul Blart, he has him hold up, and he's like, looks like we got ourselves in a sticky situation. And he pulls the trigger, and it just goops all over the ground, and it just dies on him.
That's what you get for using those stupid one-liners, Paul Blart.
Oh, they don't end!
No, it's not over yet. No, we're saving the best one for last.
Oh.
Or the worst for last.
Oh.
Or something like that. So...
And all of a sudden, here comes Don Flamingo, Fandango, zip lines, hits M. Bison and distracts him, and then his daughter takes some type of fucking cream.
Oatmeal shampoo.
Oatmeal shampoo.
Rubs it all over M. Bison's face. He's goes blind and causing him to go like rashes and stuff.
It's like he was turning into the Toxic Avenger.
Yep. And then Paul Blart jumps out of his shoes.
And he takes him out, and he says...
Headbutts him.
And
kills him instantly, and he says, what?
The dumbest fucking one-liner in the movie!
Yep.
Always bet on Blart.
Always bet on Blart.
And it shows like a first-person view of him looking down at M. Bison. I'm just like, fuck, man, is this movie can be any dumber? It does.
Yep.
All of a sudden, you hear that fine-ass hotel manager. She's like, oh, I want you so bad. I need you.
No. And he is like, no, not me. You want him. He's the guy that you want.
Yeah, he points over at,
dumbass
Wolverine. Don Flamingo. He points at dumbass Wolverine, and he's just like, oh, I don't think I should have done that. Yeah, I'm just like, seriously.
That's what you get.
Yeah, and then, and he accepts that his daughter can go to college.
And then he gets, like, some stupid Medal of Honor.
Yeah, some dumb medal.
Yeah, then Paul decides he will let his daughter go to college, UCLA. Then, a few months later, drops her off, meets her new friends, goes back to the car where he spots a policeman riding a horse.
Okay, folks. Okay. Yeah, he drops her off at UCLA. Paul walks back to his car when he spots this fucking butch, I swear to God, she finds this butch, big-titted, big-belly cop, this policewoman, riding a horse on the street. And they play slow motion of him walking towards her, and then, he gets hit by a car again. And and then it breaks the fourth wall, and then he's walking slow motion again, and she's like, I'm going to write you a ticket for jaywalking across the street in a district. And he's like, no, it's okay, because I'm an officer. And she's like, oh, really? Yeah? And then she's still right. She's like, why are you still
Show me your
badge? Like, I'm not. It's my phone number. I'm like, you gotta be fucking me. And
wow.
Paul Blart's like, yeah, and he gets so excited. And
Slaps the horse in the ass.
Slaps the horse in the ass, and his fucking horse kicks this son of a bitch like if Superman punched him in Man of Steel. He goes flying back into a fucking car.
A minivan.
He's on the ground, and then also the policewoman asks Paul if he's okay, and he says, I've never been better. And the movie fucking ends.
And that is it. When I saw this in theaters, I believe you have a similar experience to this, Jerome.
That's what I did.
After I saw this in theaters, I hightailed towards the exit. When I got out of the movie theater complex, I kissed the ground.
Me and my nephew did the same thing after we saw Ice Age 4.
Kissed the ground. Thank God I was okay. And you were just in a vegetative state.
I was just like this. I was just like...
Just like that.
Seriously, that's what I was like. And I'm going to give out a big motherfucking fuck you to the 3 critics who gave this a positive review. I don't give... Yeah,
yes.
I'm going to read some fucking names off, okay? First of all, Bruce Bennett, you can suck a big dildo. What else is it? Jim Saburi, I don't know how to say his name because I don't fucking care. You can suck horse balls. And where's that last motherfucker at? I know there's one more. Where is he at? Simon Weaving. You can lick a dirty asshole. I'm fucking serious, dude.
Now here's something that I find absolutely surprising. You go on CinemaScore polls conducted on opening weekend, and the audience gave this a B minus. A B minus.
Seriously, if any of you out there who find any entertainment or hilarious values toward this movie, you are a bad human being. You need to go to a goddamn river, jump in it, and never come back up. Or better yet, go to a fucking bull at a rodeo and let him stumble the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And one more I gotta say. Alex Meyer, I thank you for telling me about this.
Alex Meyer.
Thank you, as Alex Meyer. He said, okay, an executive from Sony, a film distributor, one of the main chief film distributors, one of the executives, named Rory Brewer, says one of the dumbest fucking things I think I've ever heard from a human being. This is what he said. He said, this movie is about having fun and having some laughs with the whole family, and it delivers on that. If critics don't get that, I guess maybe they needed to see it with an audience or bring their kids. Bullshit! Yeah, Big Hero 6, How to Train Your Dragon 2.
The Lego movie.
Last year. The Lego movie, Lego movie, 95, 96% rating. Big Hero 6, 90. How to Train Your Dragon 2, my number one last year, 92, 93.
This one has a 6.
A fucking 6. And that's disgusting because it doesn't deserve any positive reviews.
Hell no.
If any critic gives this those 3 critics that give it a positive review, you should have your fucking film journalism license revoked and be dragged through the streets.
And I thought Caddyshack 2 was the worst comedy sequel of all time.
If I find this is the worst movie of the year.
Yes.
Nothing is going to fucking top this. This movie makes The Loft look like Reservoir Dogs. It makes 50 Shades of Bullshit look like Play Misty for me. It makes The Boy Next Door look like Fatal Attraction. It makes Black Hat look like The Bourne Ultimatum. It makes Transformers 4 look like Edge of Tomorrow!
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, I swear to God, I want to beat the fucking shit out of you for your bullshit that you've been doing for 26 years.
And the sad thing is, I actually like Kevin James.
I told you before Kevin James worked with the Grim Reaper. He was doing a couple good movies. His stand-up comedy was really stand-up comedy is really funny.
Yeah.
I still have some rows. He was on The King of Queens.
King of Queens, one of the best shows.
And with that show, I can understand why he got the good-looking chick. Because he was a likable, funny character.
Yes.
In this movie, he's a fucking retard.
Yes. By far. This is one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time.
This, folks.
It is worse than movie 43.
Yes.
I will say that.
Folks, this is on par with films such as Jack and Jill, Grown Ups 2, The Other Movie, and fucking Blended. I swear to God.
The Other Movie?
The Other Woman.
Add that to the list, James.
Did I say The Other Movie?
You said The Other Movie.
The Other Woman. And aside from The Other Woman, you know what those other films have in common? They're all Happy Madison films! Seriously, fuck you, Happy Madison fans. I swear to God, if I ever come across any of you sons of bitches, I'm gonna turn into Baseball Bat Boy from the Ray 2.
He's got him, too. He's got him.
You don't think I'm joking? You don't think I'm fucking joking?
Baseball boy, that's right.
Anybody
So,
who likes this shit, you are a despicable piece of shit trash. This is
Amen.
the biggest 0 out of 10 I could give to a movie. There is not one redeeming fucking thing in this movie, and I thought this movie was going to be so awful. It went below that.
Below the
Further than
expectations.
I couldn't even imagine. I was in the fucking fetal position in the shower with cold water hitting me, and my asshole was bleeding from the ass raping I'd taken, and my soul got molested and raped near to death, and now I can't even go to heaven now at the pearly gates because my soul was tarnished by dumbass the Grim Reaper Sandler himself.
yep. I hated this movie. I gave it a 0 out of 5. 0 out of 5. Negative.
Negative is Jesus Christ. It doesn't even deserve a fraction or a decimal to the 10th, 100th, or 1000th of a percentage.
I don't go negatives, so I'm just gonna give it a 0.
No, it doesn't even deserve a fucking
0. On Rotten Tomatoes, it won't let me do 0, which is stupid.
Yeah, fuck Rotten Tomatoes, dude. If you try to give a 0 star, it'll say removed from Facebook.
Yes! Removing from your timeline.
Because it can only go down to 1 star. Kiss my ass!
Bullshit. That is bullshit. So, that is going to do it for our review / rant on Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Want to thank Jerome for being a Skype guest for this.
I need a Bane mask instead of, I need a Bane mask so I can get rid of the pain away from my body.
I don't blame you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this review because many people have been requesting this, and I'm sure enough they're going to get what they want.
Oh, then some.
Until the next video, stay tuned, and once again, motherfuck Happy Madison Productions and everybody that works with those sons of bitches, and fuck boy Buckethead.
Let us know what you thought about this review down below. Do you want to see more of this? Because I personally do. Let us know down below until the next video.
Hold on a second, my asshole is leaking from bleeding again.
This is it. Pixel 90 saying peace out, baby. See you guys next time.